don't tell me he's not smart. He's outrageous in some of his ideologies and things that he does. Maybe you could argue that, but yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I get that kind of ideology from we talk sports all the time. Talk basketball. We know mutual friends who in the NBA. We grew up playing basketball. We have all sorts of friends that play basketball. So I talk basketball all the time, and people say, "Oh, this player sucks. This guy's terrible."
Yeah,
it's like, dude, he's in the NBA. He would come to our city and slap everyone. Like,
yeah, same thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, who's
you're comparing him against other NBA players.
Yeah.
That's the upper
or even when people say the CFL is a joke, it's like, well, okay, in comparison to the NFL, maybe, but like these guys are good athletes. Like,
dude, yeah, those guys are huge. I've worked out with not personally, but you see them at the gyms because
yeah, man.
And you're just like, holy shit, who's that guy? And they're like, oh, he plays for the Eskies. I'm like, the guy's a fucking animal. This guy
they're great athletes, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ryan
So
King.
what do you want to talk about with Trump? What's the thing you want to talk about with Trump?
We just wanted to get a discussion.
Yeah, man. Like I'm not.
Like you,
I don't vibe with Trump. No, I'm not. I'm not pro Trump. Yeah, I just think he's. If you want to know my opinion, Trump has one quality that I think is the most important aspect that I think we need politicians to have nowadays if we want to go in the trajectory of a good. If we want to go in a good trajectory in the future, he has the number one quality we need, and that's that he's completely going. He's totally unconventional, and he'll say what's on his mind, and he's real.
This is the thing.
I just don't like.
What don't you like that he's real
he's
about?
He's a narcissist, first off.
I thought he's joking. Is he serious? It seems like a giant troll when he does that.
He's running the country like a company, like the boss. Like, I'm the fucking boss, and I'm telling... Like, he's running it like a dictatorship.
Yeah.
The way he's running it, because he runs it like a company. He's not being diplomatic.
Yo, so if you really look at the qualities of a dictator, he's got every single one. I think the only one he doesn't have is he hasn't had an army parade yet where he's, like, way above everyone. And the army is,
he keeps talking about it. He's talking about Iran, about kicking the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
no. He's talking about a full-on parade, and like they're going down a road, and he's on top of the thing physically.
I know, but it's getting to that point because he's on Twitter. He'll pick a fight with another fucking country and tell him to back the fuck up, or else we're gonna slap you. I'm like, what are you doing?
I honestly think in some situations works. Like, I think it actually kind of worked with North Korea in a way, and I was a bit surprised, but it ain't going to work every time because in business, you can bully people around and you can intimidate people and you can use your leverage with your money and power. And yeah, you know, you're going to win more lawsuits than you don't, but you're going to lose some and you're going to take some hits. But in the world, when you take a hit, it's a fucking nuclear bomb. It's not.
This is the thing, though. North Korea, the only reason why North Korea was fucking arming up so heavily is because they were getting their asses kicked economically. And the guys in his ear are saying, listen, man, if you want to fucking have a seat at the table, you want to talk with these guys, and you want to get fucking a seat at the world table, you need to have weapons and nukes, because only the guys with the nukes are fucking sitting at that table.
Who's saying this? To Kim Jong-un?
His advisors. So he's arming up.
Where did you hear
not
that
Kim
from?
Jong-un's advisors. I mean, it's been in his family. They want to be the most powerful. They want to be the most armed country in the world.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You look at
and
it.
That's just
you
been
look
passed
at it,
down
man. I almost think it's China's fucking paying for all that. I think China keeps sending the money to buy all that shit.
Where are you hearing that from?
Dude, you can see it right now. You see where all the economics is coming from. Like China.
And what's China's interest of doing that?
This is what I kind of see.
To take the heat off China for their.
So if I'm Chinese,
you're saying they're in the coups together?
I can build a fucking army over here, under the radar, and be like, yeah, that's North Korea's army. That's not armor. But because the money is coming directly from China and they're funding everything, it technically is China's army.
Where are you hearing this from?
But why are they funding North Korea's military?
To build their military without people knowing that they're building a military.
And what is said military going to do?
Are they really
just going to come
allies? I don't think they're even allies. I think China and North Korea are not technically allies. Like,
look at the financial trades.
Yeah.
The only money that North Korea gets is from China. China's doing all the trading with them.
I know, it's just weird. Well, yeah, but North Korea doesn't really buy much. Their economy is shit. Like,
that's why you're wondering is like, why is China sending them so much money for military fucking growth? Why is that happening?
So that's a fact, you're saying?
Yeah.
Really?
I can't remember exactly where I picked it up from, but it was there.
I didn't know that. I'll have to look into that.
Look into that. And
that's interesting because I've heard some pretty credible people say that a good strategy may be to just let China deal with North Korea and just kind of, you know. But now it's Iran, and like he's just such an aggressor. He's he's narcissist. I think his ego control. Like I don't think he actually cares about the guy's 74 years old or something.
I actually think he cares a lot, to be honest.
I think he cares about I think he cares about Trump. I think he's a true narcissist. And he's also like he's not collaborative, and I don't mean to get all sunshine and rainbows on you guys, but I really do believe in like the world needs like I don't even believe in like I hate national anthems. I hate patriotism. Like we're a fucking world, we're people, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not into like, you know, segregation and whatever. Like we're globalized nowadays, and it's like I think it's really important to have people in power who want to collaborate with other nations. And Trump is just like an enemy to everyone, and now everyone hates America, and that makes the world more unstable.
Cameron came up with a good point one time where he actually, because I had the same ideology about that, where I was just like, why don't we have the one world and we won this? And there was something that you mentioned that was a problem with that.
Well, no, I think borders are a good thing because you keep sovereign nations. I'm down with sovereignty. I'm not down with borderless. Like that's very dangerous.
For sure. And I don't. When I say I don't like, you know, national anthems and stuff, I think it's more so propaganda and stuff like that. I'm not saying we should have one big country. I think that's actually probably more dangerous because then you don't have diversity in who rules the world.
Well, not only that, but then what happens is that it's no longer community-based living anymore. It's basically you got one body of entity that's now in charge of applying food for everybody, and you're just like, what? Like no, yeah.
However, all I'm saying is that he doesn't want to collaborate. His foreign policy is horrible. Like he doesn't want to, like when he sits at the table with other nations, like he just wants to make enemies. It seems like he's not willing to, like he's not. This is going to sound so cheesy, but he doesn't have any love. He doesn't rule with love in any way, right? And I think, you know what I mean? Like,
does that? Can you have a country that gets still by that in the world, or you just get?
No,
bodied?
I'm not saying it's not.
You just get bodied.
Well, no, you just get put. In Canada, we get pushed around. Like
no, but you're missing the point. I'm just saying he doesn't have any of that in him, right? I'm not saying you.
I think
run
right
it
now
off
though
like,
he's just focusing
I don't
on
want
trying
some
to make
hippie in
America.
power.
I think he's getting to a point where he's like America. He's like trying to make America a world power again. Because the problem is the only thing America is the world's police and the world's consumption. That's really what they are.
But everyone says they like. There's a lot of people like, oh, I want America to fail. I want it to fall. It's like, yo, that's our southern. I hear that a lot, and I'm like, yo, that's our southern. Like, if they fuck up, China's coming in. Like, if China wanted to bum rush Canada, like they would be a massive takeover.
They're already buying everything.
I know, but if they're
buying everything.
Even he's like the first president to ever have beef with like real beef with, like he doesn't like our Trudeau. You know. They're way different though in like the political spectrum.
I don't know.
But like,
I'm not a Trudeau guy.
I don't think Trudeau was a smokescreen though.
No, but that's not the point. I'm not saying Trump needs to like.
Oh,
him.
it's the first. They kind of like
first where they're like literally like he just does not like our government, and that's a scary thought. I mean, like even though we have a liberal government in power and they have conservative, and it's like of course they're not going to see eye to eye, but like it's never been this way before where he's like he's going on Twitter and like bashing our prime minister.
This is a wonder. I'm wondering though, because now with everything that's coming out with Trudeau, I'm like, was everything that he was doing just a political smokescreen? And
Trump or
Trudeau, with all of the back end stuff he's coming out, like everything that he's doing, is it a political smokescreen?
I haven't been happy with Trudeau. I don't. I've never wanted him in power.
Yeah. What's the saying? Everyone who stands for basically when you basically believe in everything and you're good with everything, you stand for nothing.
You'll fall for everything.
You fall for everything, kind of thing. Right. Like it almost seems kind of like that.
Trudeau seems like kind of the opposite. He's trying to make everyone happy, and you can't live in a world where you make everybody happy.
Certainly. I don't think he's ever really shown that he's trying to make the West happy. Like I don't think he's trying to make Alberta happy. What has he done to like try and please us?
No. He's done the exact opposite. But he's like trying to make too many people. He's giving lip service to the West. It's lip service shit. But then meanwhile, what he's really doing is making everyone else happy.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? But
he's doing that because
Western lip service.
Yeah, it's like because everyone on the East is like fucking Albertans. They're like they're complaining because they're making all this money. Fuck those Albertans. Blah blah. I'm like, yo, all that money that comes to your goes fucking east.
But I'll tell you what, man. I'd rather Trudeau be in the president of the United States than Trump. Like, I'll tell you that.
I'm taking Trump, man. I'm on the Trump.
So
train
why?
right now.
I haven't heard a reason why.
Yeah, because I was starting it. One of the biggest points why I actually like him is because he actually, this is to my knowledge, right? But what he says, he's actually doing. And it's like, and he's taking the bull by the horns. Which
that's exactly what I said. But that doesn't.
Doing.
But that doesn't. That's just that's like a trait or an attribute that he has. But what he's doing with that is not.
What is he doing that is so wrong? I like him. I like him when he calls people out on stuff.
To start, I think the two biggest threats to just our existence at this point.
You're not going to say nuclear bombs, are you?
Well, the number one, and most people like way smarter than me will agree that in politics that the number one job of the president of the United States is to, keep us safe from nuclear war.
I don't think there's enough. You know what, man? With the CIA and all the secret shit that they got going on, more of those people are scared about getting off instead of going to a war.
Yeah, and and
that's why there's not that many.
I'm not opposed.
That's the type of shit that they do. They don't go to war anymore. All they do is they say that motherfucker's not playing the game, and they send in some secret thing. And
I'm not opposed to the thought of that we may not be as close to a nuclear war as we think. Although I've heard, man, some really fucking credible, intelligent people say that that's the biggest threat.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that clip, we got another one right here for you. If you want to catch the full episode where this clip came from, you just click the link right here. My name's Cameron Barkey. This is The Thought Exchange, the podcast where nothing is safe.